Hello everyone, welcome back to the Dainty Seamstress. Thank you for joining me. I am doing a little project, very small short video, where I will be painting this Blythe sign and painting these little clock icons for my dollhouse. So how are you guys doing? I know it's been a few days since I've posted a little video, and I was fulfilling an order for a friend of mine who has a clothing brand. He asked me to sew on some labels to his shirt and remove some tags, and there's a little testimony here. So first, before I get into that, I got these things from Dollar Tree. They were $1.25. The little sign is wooden, and you can see it's been like burned, like laser cut, because of the sides are burned. But I'm going to be painting this and hanging it inside of the little cafe. And then these little clocks, let me open them up. These little clock icons, they are also wooden. Oh, let me be careful too. They're also wooden. Let me see, how can I'm just gonna do that. They're also wooden, and they're going to be going on the different floors. So there's 3 floors, so there's 3 different types or styles of clocks. Oh, and they are, oh, you can smell the burnt smell from the wood. It smells quite nice, but it is getting on my hand, so be careful when you are opening these. Have a rag or something to clean your hand after you open it. But that's the first one. There's 2 of each one. This is the second little clock style. And then this is the third one, which is really cute. Let's see, I think it looks like that. So I'm going to be painting these and putting them on different floors. I think this one is going to go inside of the cafe. That's really cute. This little filigree design. It looks like a little bell, maybe. Yeah, that's going in the cafe. And then I have these 2. They will be going, let's see. Oh, not sure yet. But if you hear some crying, my niece is living with us. So from time to time, my apologies, she will be fussing a little bit. For the Blythe sign in the cafe is a few different colors. A cream, ivory, white. That was a very disrespectful motor vehicle. It's green, white, pink, chocolate brown color. There's many colors, and so I'm not sure what I want to do, but I have the dark brown. I have this golden sunset, which I think would look really nice, and I have this pink. I really don't know why. And I have this light pink, which is probably what I'm going to use. It's either going to be these 3. And if I don't like the color, I'm just going to paint over it later. All right, so I have my little paint palette, and I'm going to use, let's see which brush. Oh yes, and I did put together the little organizer from Dollar Tree. This is what it came out like when I put all of my brushes in. Very, very useful and helpful. I'm going to use, I think I'm going to use this little brush right here. And let me get some water. A little bit of water. And I'm also using my little bee mug today. I have some very watered down lemonade. Okay. So let me tell you the testimony. So my friend came by and he wanted me to put some labels on his shirt, and I started doing them yesterday. I removed, no, what did I do first? I sewed the little labels, his logo labels onto his shirt. And then I had to remove the manufacturer's tag from the inside of the neck. Because, you know, there's a little tag, it has the size and all of that on it. He didn't want that because he has his logo again and the size and everything printed on the inside of the shirt at the neck, the back of the neck. So I was a little perplexed by how it looked, because I never, first of all, I know I sew and I do alterations. I've never put together a t-shirt. I know the basic construction, but I believe that they use a overlock machine to do certain stitches onto the shirt, and I don't have one of those because, again, like I said, I don't use overlock. I have some stitches on my machine that will kind of do a similar thing, but not that exactly. And I didn't really know how to take the remove the tag because of those stitches, and I didn't want to mess up the shirt, but I still tried. And so I think I'm gonna mix both of these together and see what kind of pink. I'm just gonna take a little bit of this and mix it in there and see what happens. Yeah, I like the way that looks. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. So, like I was saying, I put all the labels on the hem as he asked. And by the end of the night, I was like, let me try one of the shirts, removing the little tag and sewing it back together. And I did, and I didn't really like how it came out, but it was still okay. You know, you couldn't tell that it had been taken a loose. But I was like, let me just go to bed and then I'll do this in the morning, figure it out. So I woke up and I was saying my morning prayers and everything. And as I was saying my prayers, sometimes I like to just lay in bed and say my prayers, and I have my eyes closed and I'm talking to God about everything that I'm talking to him about. And I didn't mention the sewing stuff. I didn't mention that I was trying to figure out how to do the shirt. But when I was laying there, he showed me how to do it. He showed me a way to do it. And it was happening, and this has happened to me before. There's a lot of times where I would be trying to figure out how to do something, how to sew. Mostly with sewing, that's when what I would have. That's when he would like guide me and show me and make a way on how to do something. I was so like overjoyed and just happy because I'm like, wow, my God is awesome. And I really shouldn't be surprised, you know, because his word says that. He says that if you pray and if you ask certain things, but it also says that he knows what you need. God already knows what you need, and he's going to help you. So I think I've been asking for guidance and asking for wisdom about certain things, and this, I'm sure, was him showing me how to do the shirt. And so when I woke up, I was excited. I started working on the shirts, and there was so much peace in what I was doing. I knew what to do. I went in, I did it, I removed it, and it looked flawless. And it was easy and it was quick. So that was 25 shirts that I had to do, and I got them done today. And so I just want to encourage you all, pray. Because that's something I was telling my mom this exact thing today, because I was like, I have to share this. I don't feel like this is something that should be kept, you know. I have to tell somebody this. Somebody needs to hear this. Pray. Pray without ceasing. That's something that I had been struggling with, and I've been praying and asking God to help me to pray more consistently. Even when I'm tired, help me to pray. Help me to know what to pray. And if I hadn't said my prayers this morning, I probably wouldn't have found that way to do that. Figured out that way to do the shirt. And so I just want to encourage you guys to pray. God knows what you need, but he wants you to pray. Whatever it is, he wants you to pray. Ask for wisdom if you need help, if you need guidance, you need discernment about something. He's going to help you. And I was just really happy about that. Like I said, there were so many times that's happened to me, or there's so many times where I would dream about certain designs and then I would make them. And I know it was God showing me what to do, because this is stuff I've never seen before, things that I've never thought about. And I know, I just know God is good. That's all I can say. I know God is good and he is faithful. And he is here for us. All we have to do is pray and seek him. So that's my encouragement for you today. And I think, let me see. I don't know. Okay, so this is what I'm thinking about this sign. I like this pink, but it probably won't stay pink for long. Yeah. Since it's summertime, it's going to stay pink. Maybe I'll keep repainting it. Like the fall time come, maybe I'll paint it a different color. Maybe I'll paint it green in the fall time. Let's see, how is this coming out? It's okay. This is acrylic paint, by the way. I got it from, well, no, I think this is actually one that my mom bought. Sometimes, you know how Amazon, they want you to spend $25. So this is a trick that my mom does. She'll put her stuff in there. And so this is like, it could be anything, but we do a lot of crafting and we do a lot of painting. So when my mom places an order and it's not quite $25, she'll add different types of paint. They have paint on there for like 50 cents or $1. And I'm sure you can do this on Walmart too, because I think they want you to have a minimum order of like $30, $35 or something like that. Put some little craft supplies, some small stuff that, is kind of inexpensive, and I guess, it'll help towards that minimum order goal. Okay, so that's the pink sign, the pink believe sign. And then let's see, for these little clocks, I'm thinking, since I already have these colors here, I'm gonna try some of this golden sunset. Uh-oh, my light just went out. Let me turn it back on. It's probably gonna go off again, but I'm turning it back on. Let's see, I'm gonna mix, let's just see what happens. I'm gonna mix some of this pink in here and see what happens. What is that gonna do? Probably not much. Kind of making it kind of turning a little orange. Yeah, it's getting a little orange. Let me see. Oh, that's pretty. That's a pretty color. Could I use that? No, I don't like it. Not with the house. So the light went out. I'm gonna just keep it off. Let me try this light. Is it gonna help? No, it's not gonna help, but let's see. Let's use some of the chocolate brown. Well, it's called melted chocolate. I'm going to use a little bit of the melted chocolate. Oh gosh, this needs to be kind of shook up. Okay, I guess that's better. I'm going to use a little bit of this. And let's see, the cafe clock can be this brown color. So I'm just going to lightly brush it. Lightly brush that. And then this little bell on the bottom, I'm going to paint it with this golden sunset. Just a little. I think that looks nice. You know what? I'm actually just gonna paint all this little filigree gold. What projects are you guys working on? How's your summer going? Let's chat in the comments. I love engaging with you guys, and I would like to know more about you guys and what your interests are. What are you into? I know a lot of you are into dolls. What kind of dolls do you collect? Okay, I'm trying to paint this as best as possible. Maybe I should have painted it white before I added the color. I think that looks cute. I'm gonna try to figure out how. I'm thinking maybe I'm not gonna like glue it to the wall. So I could possibly put one of the little there's some little sticky dots or sticky square things I have that you can like place on the back and then stick, but then that may also take the paint off of my wall in my dollhouse. So I'm gonna have to figure out how I'm gonna keep those on the wall. So I've decided that I'm gonna take some of this pink and the gold. I'm gonna take some of this pink. Well, there's some right here. I'm gonna take some of this pink, and I think this clock, this is gonna go on the 3rd floor. Yeah, this is gonna go on the 3rd floor. So I'm just gonna paint this whole clock pink. It's kind of like a frosted pink color. So I'm just going to dry, kind of like dry brush. Maybe I'll put a little dry brush of some gold. Maybe I can put another coat after this first coat dries, and it'll show up a little better. So right now that's what it's gonna look like until it dries. And I'm glad I actually have these extra, because maybe I want to make a different design for another time, or I could also use this for some other things that I have going on. So I'm just gonna put these to the side. Oh, this is actually from this little piece in the middle. So let's see, let that dry a little bit. Well, it's kind of dry. I'm gonna go in with another layer. So I'm not sure. I'm just gonna keep adding layers, and hopefully that might be okay. This might be okay. And I'm also going to brush this with a little bit of this gold. I'm just gonna kind of like on the edges put some gold. I actually like how that looks. Okay. Yeah, I think I like it. We'll see once I put it up on the wall if I really like it. So I'm just gonna go back in with a little more pink. Yeah, it's starting to show up a little bit better now. All right, this looks good. So that's going in the bedroom. And for this last clock, this is going on the second floor, which is the sewing room. This one, let's see, there's yellow in there, there's dark brown. Let's see. You know what? Let me get one more color. Let me grab one more color. I think this is going to be very cute. This chestnut color I really like. I'm going to use this for the clock. Uh-oh. I'm too excited. I'm making a mess. Okay. Just gonna take some of this from the side, and I'm gonna paint the around the side parts. But you know what? I'm gonna paint the around the sides. I'm gonna paint the whole clock this color. And I like it. I love that. I might go in with a little detail, maybe paint the hands black. Well, on the other clocks I can paint, well, on this one I can paint the hands maybe white or silver or something. Or maybe I'll just keep it like that. You can't, these hands are cut out, and also on this, also the numbers are cut out, and the numbers here are Roman numeral. So let's see. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna keep this just like this. Maybe. Let's see. Maybe I can add some dark brown to it. Maybe the middle can be dark brown. Put something over it. This one can have a little dimension, a little depth. It doesn't need to all be one color. That doesn't seem dark enough. Yeah, so this is going to be like this. And so I'm going to let these dry. And I'm going to put them in the dollhouse, and then I can show you what they look like, what everything looks like once it's in the house. Okay, so here is the bedroom clock. Yeah, I put it here by the door. It's up there pretty high, but I wanted to put it in a spot to where if it falls off or I decide to change it and it damages the paint, I can go back in and paint over it. So that's where that clock is. And I have some of the girls inside of the house. On this wall in the sewing room, this is where, let me see, this is where the other clock is, again by the door. And then the other clock is also by the door. And then the sign, I decided to put it over here on the wall, Blythe. And I'm gonna have another little project that I'm gonna put here as well, but I thought it would be very bold and befitting in this little part of the cafe. Here are all the desserts. There's the twins. Some things in the sewing room. I have some more stuff to do to this house, but this is what it's looking like so far. There's a little mannequin that I bought from Temu, and the telephone is here in the cafe, and the little cookie box is up there. So that will conclude the video for today. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. You can comment, like, share, and subscribe, and I thank you for joining me. Have a wonderful rest of your week and your evening, and God bless.